Welcome everyone to another wonderful episode here at Doctors of Podiatry. We're ready to embark on a surgery. This is a very interesting case, unfortunately an interesting case. We do a lot of revisions here at Doctors of Podiatry using our minimally invasive techniques. Patient that came from out of town, previously had, bilateral left and right foot surgery at different times. I'll just, I've said it before in the past and I'll say it again. It's extremely important to do your homework. No one will ever tell you, why did you get a second, third, or fourth opinion? They'll tell you, why didn't you, right? Elizabeth, please, let's come around here. So in respect to let's start off with the left. So we're not going to be doing, again, this is a couple months ago, they did a correction of the bunion, but still, as everyone can see, there is not only a significant amount of swelling still there. The great toe is still basically moving that way. Okay, we're not doing anything with a bunion today. In addition, the patient had toe shortening, previous toe shortening of the second and third toes. But the problem with toe shortening, Elizabeth, I want you to come from here this way to show, just like that. You see these toes, right? The second and third toes are actually floating. So the patient cannot, the toes are not touching the ground. There they are, you see? So we're gonna go ahead and bring these two toes, the second and the third toes, we're gonna bring them down. Now in respect, same view, perfect. So clearly on the right second, I can put my entire nail, a portion of it, underneath. So we're gonna go ahead and also not only bring it down, but as we can all see here, there's one problem, that in shortening the second, too much bone was removed, and in removing too much bone, that automatically shortens the second toe even further. So what we're going to go ahead and do is to, reestablish that rainbow. We're going to shorten the third a little bit, just a tiny little bit, and then that will basically put the toe basically like right there. So we'll definitely, put a hold. Well, we're gonna put a hold here, and then we'll finish off the video. And again, the same thing was done on the right foot recently, like 2 months ago. In respect to the bunion, we're gonna eventually do this. We'll do this in 2 phases. Today's phase 1. Eventually, the patient will come back and we'll do phase 2. Correction of the bunions again and revise everything, make it look, really nice and pretty. Stand by, everyone.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we're all done. 20 minutes? 20 minutes later, let's take a look. So as previously discussed, one suture here, one suture here. Let's look at the toes from the front. That's where we really see the difference. You see now both toes are actually purchasing the ground. Okay, and what was happening is that there were no pins after the surgery, and that would have definitely helped maintain, right, the toes in this position. So I would have definitely, recommended using some pins here to stabilize the correction after the original surgery. We went ahead as well in respect to the scars. We injected a little bit of cortisone there. To see if we can, flatten these out a little bit as well. Same thing for the right. For the left, for the right, we went ahead and released here, right, to bring down the toe, and then we're gonna go ahead and keep the second toe splinted down for several weeks. These toes have a mind of their own. Part of the problem with, specifically with this second toe is that, as everyone can see right here, it's like it has a tourniquet wrapped around the toe, and there's a lot of scar tissue here, a lot of buildup of scar tissue and fibrous tissue. So it's basically pulling that toe up. The toe, as everyone can see, is kind of a little bit floppy, and that's a good thing. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and splint that now. In respect to the shortening, it came out absolutely beautiful, right? We're gonna go ahead and splint everything here. And if Caesar, let's take a look from the top a second there. So everyone can see the parabola, right? So it's gonna be like this. And there's one little suture here, one little suture here, and one here, that's it. Okay. So again, you know, revisions are, you know, a little bit tricky, but we love them. I truly love these revisions because you really can't make it worse. You can only make it better. So again, 2 phases, phase 1, then we'll focus on phase 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please do your homework. Again, 1, 2nd, 3rd opinion. No one will ever tell you. Why didn't you get another one, right? Why didn't you get another opinion? So, you know, I'm a very, very, you know, big advocate of 2nd and 3rd opinions. Do your homework.
A few inches later.
Hi everyone. So I came to see Dr. Wagner to correct a few things that I previously had done by another surgeon, and I went through a lot. There were a lot of big mix-ups. I really didn't do a bunch of research, so just like Dr. Wagner said, please do your research. It would help a great deal. You wouldn't go through the things I went through with my feet. So therefore, Dr. Wagner really did a great job. He really, really fixed everything for me, and I could not be more happier. I really appreciate him for that. So again, like I said, do your research, please.
You know, we really love what we do. We're here to help people using our minimally invasive, techniques. And being able to use these techniques has allowed us to be able to swiftly sort of just transform, the issues that individuals come here, to fix. So I'm really happy, more obviously for the patient. Patient will be leaving town, and if anyone is wondering, well, Dr. Wagner, if the patient leaves, now what, right? How do you follow up with the patient? And basically we have, very strict procedures and protocols into place, virtual teleconsultations. Everything is pretty much in place from A to Z, even before the patient gets here. Our flying program is, second to none. And, this is a great day for a lot of great reasons.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so I want to take this opportunity to obviously thank the patient for allowing us to do this video. I think a lot of people will always benefit from these testimonials, especially when you hear from the patient. And of course, as always, Caesar, thank you very much for all your help. So again, we will continue to do these, what I like to call the testimonial vlogs. They really, really help others.
Yes.
And that's our business, to help others. Have a wonderful day, everyone.